Despite the rocky launch of Cyberpunk 2077, 5 executive board members from CD Projekt Red have been granted their $28 million worth of bonuses, and actually we have footage of that board meeting.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Jason Schreier broke the news yesterday when he shared details of a conference call between CDPR and their investors, which confirmed 20% of net income would be doled out in bonuses, with half of that going directly to the board members themselves. Each of the 5 are going to receive somewhere between $4 to $6 million worth of bonuses, while the other 865 employees are going to see somewhere between $5,000 and $20,000 pending their seniority. With the bonus structure being based on profit sharing, a few employees rightfully pointed out, if not for the gross mismanagement of Cyberpunk 2077, everyone's bonuses would have been significantly higher. Wait. Let's expand on that point a little bit. The game was announced and started drumming up excitement way back in 2012, yet earnest development didn't start until 2016. And this is when one of the big bonus boys, Adam Badowski, took over and started to demand significant changes. He actually wanted to go from the third-person perspective to a first-person, and this considerably slowed the process because they were working with an engine that was actually underdeveloped. One developer actually compared it to trying to drive a train while the tracks are being made in front of you. This resulted in clashes between Badowski and senior team members, which led to some high-level resignations. Throughout the process, leadership was an ongoing problem. The studio more than doubled its personnel to try and accommodate the new workload, yet according to staff, leadership struggled to manage the additional members and the teams were chronically disorganized. But that didn't stop management from setting these completely unrealistic goals for launching the game. In order to meet those deadlines, they then instituted a mandatory 6-day work week, leading to an excessive crunch culture within the company. And despite all those extra hours and extra crunch time that was put in by the developers, the game was still not ready for release. It was a buggy mess that's virtually unplayable on last generation consoles, and management decided to push it out the door anyway. Not only that, but they tried to cover up their tracks. They only released PC review codes, and they made these very strict NDAs which didn't allow reviewers to use their own in-game footage in pre-release coverage. This created immense blowback, not only from critical reviewers, but also from the fans. CDPR, Xbox, PlayStation, and GameStop actually had to institute new refund strategies to try to alleviate the mounting pressures. So much so that PlayStation actually, in an unprecedented move, removed Cyberpunk 2077 from their online store, and it hasn't been put back on since. And a recent earnings call can help us put all of this into perspective. We have some actual concrete numbers we can chew on here. So from December 4th to April 21st, the stock prices have fallen over 61%. $10.65 million worth of refunds were processed through digital and physical retailers in 2020. An additional $2.23 million in refunds were made through CDPR's Help Me Refund campaign, and they project an additional $38.34 million in refunds and lost sales through 2021. That's over $51 million in refunds and lost revenue directly as a result of the decisions the board of directors have made. It's like these guys can't avoid the rake. There is a lesson to be learned out of this for somebody in particular, right? Because these guys fumbled right from the beginning of development. They angered an entire fan base, lost all of the goodwill that they had, which ended up costing the company over $51 million in revenue. It tanked their stock prices, and yet somehow they still secure the bag. A bag that's 300 times more than the developers who actually worked on the game. So listen, Bobby Kotick, you need to move to Poland.